Hi everyone, it's Cal. I wanted to pop on and quickly talk about enlightenment itself. Enlightenment is happening all the time, whether you have the Kundalini or not. We are learning, we are becoming enlightened, intelligent about the situation, and then we are moving to greater levels of being. So enlightenment is something that's happening all the time. But like all things, there are different thresholds. That means there are higher thresholds of enlightenment and there are lower thresholds of enlightenment. And as you go through these, um, of course, you expand, but also as you go through these, you earn them kind of like merit badges. You move to greater and greater and greater conditions of the truth of you. And then once you reach the pinnacle of the truth of you, you go to greater and greater uh, thresholds of the truth itself. And of course, it's not such a linear way. Yes, it works in a linear fashion, but it can work in other ways. You can learn something over here and learn something over here and learn something down here. We are learning in various ways, and all these ways are being absorbed uh, by our mind body and being put to good use. And of course, this is where blocks happen in the body too, which we'll talk about at a later date. So the Kundalini is a higher threshold, obviously, but all thresholds are important. All thresholds are important. They all count and they all make you whole. Because even though I've done the Kundalini, I have blocks in other areas of my being. So it's not like you reach the utmost state and then you are complete. If you rush ahead, and like I did, and you go to this high state, sometimes you miss other parts of your being that you have to go back and explore, which of course I'm doing right now. So it's not linear. You're working on your vibratory sphere of being to become whole and complete, to become centered, to become balanced. And however you do it, um, is fine. It's all taking you to the same place, which is a place of complete balance. And that is the balance between all things. And that means no reaction. That means centered awareness. That means no running here and running there. Uh, this point, the stable point of being is the end game. But like all thresholds, that too is a threshold. And then once you reach that end game, you start uh, you start to work towards new thresholds of being. Okay, so enlightenment is happening all the time. All realms of enlightenment are important. All states of being are important. All of them are being composed within you to make a firm sound resonance that can conduct energy without reacting. And that is the greater truth of what you are becoming, what you are working towards, no matter what you do throughout your day, whether you meditate, whether you go to work, whether you stay at home and tend to children, whatever you do, that is part of the path to make you whole and complete. It might happen in one lifetime, it might happen in many, it might happen sometimes beings incarnate to live a variety of lives in one life. It's not a cookie cutter thing. We are all cookie cutters when it comes to being Homo sapien, but when it comes to filling our being, filling and balancing our being, It can happen in a variety of ways, and that's the ultimate truth. The ultimate truth is knowing that, being centered and grounded, and to some degree, with this understanding, there can be a bit of a letting go, which I feel sometimes is really necessary, because we don't want to hold too tight to anything, because when you are in the centered groundedness, that's the space you're at. An observer in your own body. This is a topic that can go on and on forever, but I wanted to quickly talk to you about the Kundalini and enlightenment. Enlightenment is something that's happening all the time, everywhere. It's happening in ants. It's happening all throughout the globe, in all things, even rocks. And again, there are greater and greater states of being, and we're all moving through them. We're all on the same ladder, going to the same destination, and that's the beauty. And we're all together on this globe, helping each other through our creations, through our interactions, and through our thoughts, words, and deeds. And knowing that helps you understand how much you are in control of your own life, and how you can make adjustments to move further towards that place of centered being. Because when you're at that place of centered being, all things come to you, and it's a pretty fantastic place to be. Maintaining it is a tricky deal. You know, not to fall back into your old patterns, but to maintain it. This is the life. This is life. This is what it's all about. It's complicated, fascinating, intense. It's so many things. And this is, you are a complex being, and your enlightenment is happening even without your mind realizing it. So, again, this video is on what enlightenment actually is and how it happens everywhere. And I just wanted to quickly mention that and leave you with that. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.